Hey traders from around the world, welcome to your Friday trade review. Number one, hope you're doing incredible. Number two, what a great week it has been in Nashville. The trading retreat is over, which is a sad event, but a good event because of all the glorious greatness and love that's pouring out of so many wonderful people over the last few days. And this is Matt's report and reply. So the biggest theme I heard in the 2019 RLT retreat was the like-mindedness. It's awesome. You can be around people that think like you. You may have negative Nellies, friends and family that tell you to quit trading, but when you found people, your tribe, you don't want to leave. And I cannot agree more. It was truly a wonderful experience. And if you are looking forward to next year, you can pretty much go ahead and book your calendar. We're going to do it at the same time every year. And Labor Day of 2020 is going to be September 7th. So next year is most likely going to be September 6th all the way through September 11th. So it'll be like a nice 5-day long event next year. So yeah, start marking your calendars if you want to do that. Speaking of marking your calendars, I did mention to many people in the trading retreat and also in Slack and just the RLT community that today marks the day that Money Grows on Trees is now officially on Audible. So if you're a fan of my work, if you're a fan of listening to audiobooks, you can pop over to Audible and type in Money Grows on Trees, and you will get these two, right? People saying where money doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately, and then you'll get the correct one. Bam, money truly does grow on trees right here. And this is presented by me. I narrated it. So if you like my stuff, hop over there, give me some 5-star ratings because it's legit and you guys will love it. Another thing, speaking of Money Grows on Trees, if you want to pop over at any point in time to treesormoney.com, this is going to be our next official trading retreat, May 23rd through the 27th. This is where we will be talking about the mindset of money. We will talk about passive income streams. We will talk about growing your net worth. And we will be discussing so much more, May 23rd through the 27th. If you've never been to the Turks and Caicos Islands, well, you probably should come to this. Type in treesormoney.com and start signing up, registering, and getting ready for this. If you want to be there, this is a place to be. All right, let's do a quick trade review. And this one I'll be doing is brought to you by Greg Young. Greg is a professional bowler. And him and I have been working together over the last few days. And he's been looking at CRON, CRON. And so I want to kind of give you his analysis and his thought process on this trade. And ironically enough, this is one that I was going to do a weekly options newsletter on. I was going to do it on CGC, Canopy Growth. I was going to get into this on Tuesday is when I spotted it, this really big bullish engulfing candle. So I'll tell you his trade setup and I'll kind of look through it. The tip actually came from Tilray, TLRY. And the gentleman and phenomenal team at TrendSpider helped us find Tilray at the trading retreat was Jake. He was playing Tilray and let everyone know, and he kind of spotted that really, really strong bounce that was coming in on September 4th. So that was when it kind of led me to, hey, maybe I should kind of check out some of these weed stocks. So anyway, let's just go hop over and look at CRON and talk through how Greg Young played or is playing CRON. And right now I'll turn off the indicators, simple as that. So let's just kind of look through it. And what we're going to first find is a bullish engulfing candle that comes in on September 3rd. So this trade that he set up was 1140 with a stop loss at 1065. So 1140 by 1065. So what we'll notice is the high of that bullish engulfing candle was 1140. And then the very next candle, the high was 1140. Now, I'm not saying that it was a mistype, or it could have been a mistype, could have been a miswrite down when Greg was sending me this trade. But when I was looking at this overall trade, I thought to myself, get in above the high of 1040 because you'll kind of be able to see and notate right here the high of this candle 1135, 1124, 1128, 1140, 1140. A lot of resistance right there. So you had a bullish engulfing candle, increasing volume. You'll also be able to kind of see it on this chart as well. So if I can really just kind of zoom in, right? So bullish increase in price, volume, big bullish volume candle. Highs, these candles are the exact same, 1140 and 1140. So getting in above that high at 1141 is what made the most sense to me. So 1141, and like I mentioned, his stop was 1065. So 1065 just being below these recent lows. So 1065 specifically being below the low of this big bullish engulfing candle on September 3rd. The low of that candle was 1071, and he just put his stop a few pennies below there. So Greg, like the trade, man. Trade was good. Nice entry. It says on your trade setup here, give me 1 second, let me track this down. It's in my text messages. That first target he's looking at getting out of is 1252. 1252 was an hour and a half. So he missed 1252 today by about 13 cents. So that's always kind of like a, you never like missing a target like that. But what I can say, Greg, since you did miss the target by just about 11 cents, is if CGC or any of the other, pot stocks, specifically this one, CRON, if we can take out the high of this candle, especially if it happens in the next week or so, I think you're going to be good to go, man. So expect a little bit of an inside candle the next 2 or 3 days, maybe even a little bit longer. But if we can break above the high at any point above today, you can almost expect this to most likely trade right up into the 1320-ish level, which was some of your other targets. So, Greg, nice trade on CRON. This is the weekly chart. And what's also nice to know about the weekly is you had a high wave candle last week. You have a bullish engulfing candle this week. And you have a morning star reversal on the weekly chart on CRON, which is coming right in contact with the 100 simple on a weekly chart. I know a lot of people are excited and interested about buying the dip down here on CRON. It's another reason why I want to kind of feature it and bring it up in today's trade review. So yeah, if you've been keeping an eye on this and watching it down here, you'll notice also that there's a put sale at $10 that a few real life traders have been in for a few weeks actually. And that should expire worthless in the next 2 weeks, but if it doesn't, I think owning CRON at $10 and technically getting it off for another 12 cents would actually be a good place to buy low, sell high on this particular stock down here. Otherwise, I think we're good to go, man. If it starts taking above the high of 1254, again, specifically in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I think we could easily make it back up to 13 and some change, and most likely we'll see something like this. A retest, a trade back down, and then some type of longer-term accumulation. So, if you've been watching CRON, feel free to keep your eyes on it. Greg Young, high five. I love the entry. I love the stop. I love the timing. Great setup. Also, shout-outs to Zach Bruno, who was in another cannabis play. We talked about this one yesterday at the retreat, which is VFF, Village Farms International, and he got in on this trade as well. So if this thing starts bouncing, and if the cannabis plays and market starts bouncing, I think some real life traders are about to make a little bit of coinage on some alternative harvesting plays. All right, folks, that's it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in to your Friday trade review. I'll be back on Monday with your stock review. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.